Hi, we got a little funny video today. Let's just get this out of the way. Very funny, may I say. You are going to laugh. It is inevitable, okay? So, a few months ago, I made a huge mistake, which was humoring my haters, for the lack of a better word, because whatever. Like, I'm not that important to have haters, but they were hating on me at that moment. And I was like, they're saying that my course is fake, right? Or something like that. So I innocently, like a little girl, attached one of the reviews of the students who was literally in tears or almost in tears and put it on the video, like saying like, this is not fake. Like, you see, this is a real human or something. Me thinking like, I'm so smart, everything can be proven objectively, and now that will show them. Well, the person actually replied, I didn't follow it back obviously, but I noticed that she posted a post saying that your little gay friend crying doesn't prove anything. And I was like, holy shit. Like, that's just like evil. And so with that, maybe I have learned not to go into that waste of energy of trying to convince people, but actually enjoying and embracing the division that is caused by my academy. And I just got a review that's so funny. I mean, so beautiful. I could almost like cry. I almost did also. But I was reading it and I can't help but like try to read it through someone else's imagined perspective. Like, and I thought like, this reads fake. It's too good to be true, right? And instead of trying to prove, like, I actually talked to this person on Instagram. And may I say, if you're watching, I love you so much. You're the best. Like, I actually found spiritual inspiration from that very real chat, okay? That I will not disclose because they will say mean things. So it's... Anyway, I want to read some of the comments in a humorous type of way, if I can. If I am allowed to be funny, or at least try to, just go through the reviews, some of the, maybe the most positive ones, right? For example, what? Do you think Samuel actually just sang the note in She's Gone in just 1 week, just with M2 Academy? I don't think so, buddy. I mean, is he even a real person or is he AI generated? How could you know? You can't. And that's the beauty of it, that the better that the reviews get, the most absurd that peaks we reach, the less Reddit users will buy my program. Like, imagine going on Reddit like this guy, because you trust your own guidance so little. Again, I don't want to roast you. I'm gonna try to be nice, but I find it crazy that you don't trust your own guidance enough. You don't have to trust my stupid reviews. Like, I take screenshots because I feel that's more organic. Well, they could be fake. Yeah, everything could be fake. I could be made up. But I find it kind of crazy that you go on Reddit to ask little strangers, like, what should I think? Like, I can't make, like, don't think anything, actually. It's already decided. Like, you don't trust me, so there's that. That's totally cool. But just don't go on Reddit. I mean, do whatever you want, but, like, it's just crazy. So with that said, Samuel could be a CIA plot, an MK Ultra experiment of mind control to make you think that it's possible to sing the She's Gone high note in just a week. So because if that happens, if I convince you into having faith in yourself that you can do it, then you can actually do it. Oh! No, I'm not trying to play mind games. I mean, that could work, actually. Faith is it's really important. Like, just think about it. Like, if you believe you're always going to be a baritone, you're always going to be a baritone. Why couldn't you not? Like, it's just so obvious. I don't know if I'm even making sense. Now, it's not like my academy is entirely faith-based. I'm a very spiritual person, but the approach is totally tangible. Imagine, dude, like, I'm like, okay, give me $500, and now you just gotta pray. Aw. Get down on your knees every morning and start praying to the M2 gods, Mark Martel, Chris Cornell. That's the prayer. And then, like, you might just find yourself singing high notes. And then if you fuck up, in a sense, like, you don't get any results, I could just be like, well, you maybe just didn't believe enough in yourself. Which, I mean, call me crazy, I'm gonna say it. At some point, it was being discussed in the contemplating groups that the reason he makes his course so unbearably long, he has like 10 videos on glottal compression, like what even is that, by the way, is because like that way you're so overwhelmed by the sheer amount of content that just like you're never going to finish it because it's not engaging anyway. So like, why would you? So it's like, okay, you're like, oh, I paid $200. I got a lot of content out of it. Yeah, maybe then I didn't watch it. So it's like, how would I leave a bad review or something like that if it's like obviously my fault just for not finishing it? That's why I'm not seeing results. But you see, apparently it might be just a great marketing scheme. You know, it's just like to cause exactly that. I don't know. It's just a conspiracy or a feeling or an intuition, right? But it could be. I'm actually the opposite in a sense because I'm like, I used to feel bad that my courses were kind of short. Now they're like, you know, the first one's super short. It's like 14 minutes. The second one's like 50. Science of Distortion is 15 minutes. Someone did not like that. Like they left me 2 stars. Like it's just, I don't know. It's just like not to their taste. And like, I'm okay with that, right? It's short. But then it's like MTRU Academy Method is like an hour and a half. After the Mind is like 3 hours, which is crazy because I'm yapping a lot about psychological stuff. But all this to say, like, it's not my belief, like, the more the better. The longer the better? I don't think so. I mean, that's not what my girlfriend... Stupid, like, predictable joke. But seriously, though, like, I actually do disagree. It's actually the motion of the ocean, which is important. Seriously, though, I mean, I do not see a correlation at all. And I'm actually, as a proud... ADHD, officially diagnosed ADHD. Don't ask me to expand on that because I don't care about those diagnoses, but it did happen. Person, then I do appreciate a good, straightforward teaching style. So again, I didn't plan it like, okay, I'm going to make my courses ADHD. I just made them kind of ADHD because I am. Like when you're making a course, if you're like me, I don't know, maybe you have a whole different process, but this course is helping people out with something that my younger self couldn't do, and then I figured it out. So I'm just like, okay, what would my younger self appreciate? Like, do I have even another option to make a course? Like, I'm not going to be thinking, like, good a random person, like a demographic, appreciate this course. Like, I can't know. I'm just going to make it for my younger self. That was the entire process. And then, like, obviously, some people are not going to like it. And then the people who like me, like, if you resonate with me and you're watching, like, up to this point, like, there's almost no chance that you don't. I can't fake it even if I wanted to at this point. Like, if someone says, like, okay, but the course should be longer, which they have said. And I'm like, okay, should I make it longer so people like me more? I can't just create content just because. For the way that I see it, that would be making uninspired work just to fit a third party like expectation. You might be thinking, oh, okay, like you don't want to improve then, like you're so egoic. I guess. I just don't believe in doing things that you're not inspired to do. And I can say confidently that every video in my academy I was inspired to do. So I just believe in capturing that energy. And then I could be like, yeah, but like I could have said that specific thing a little better, like 3% better if I just re-record. I'm like, yeah, but you don't want to do it now. It's not naturally arising. It's just your mind being like, you should do it because it could be better because technically you're like, whatever the fuck, like shut up. So yeah, just some words of wisdom. I did see a lot of people in the artistic whatever agreeing with that, like that perfectionism just hinders your soul's journey. And I fully fucking agree. How about that? Anyway, to this review that is just so fucking funny. I mean, it's beautiful. Again, I love this guy. But it's sort of like the equivalent of what Samuel did by singing She's Gone in just 1 week. It's like, what do you mean just 1 week? What do you mean? It's been 10 years and I can't fucking do it still. And someone very smartly should have asked, like, wait, so if you can do it, how come your student can? And well, I have an answer for that. I don't know. No, I'm kidding. So the method, I made a video. I'm going to put it over here. Maybe I already enlisted it. It's also in the sidebar of my academy. The method and my entire academy can be translated to your own notes. So say he has a higher range, right? And because everything is kind of mathematical, again, it's not actually faith-based, although it is an inevitable part of everything, then it will give you results, like no matter where you are. So this is the reason that it can happen. It's proportions and mathematics. Ever heard about it? I'm kidding. Okay, so the comment says, it's a kind of magic. This guy loves Queen, and it's also my favorite band, so that's one of the reasons we instantly connected. This course really helped me improve my M2. I can truly say that Mark is the best instructor in the world. Again, it's so subjective, but I appreciate the love. I do love this guy. Without those boring exercises and so on, the techniques are as crazy as the paper cone one. Yeah, exactly. Like, for example, I remember making my first course, and it was very yapping a lot and understanding and conviction. Maybe I like to talk in absolutes, like here's what I found, try to see for yourself, do the experiments with the Lorentz mechanism and see if you can find anything else, because you won't, because it's actually, that's it, you know? And then someone replied, okay, but like the course is awesome, but you should have more exercises, right? So back in the day, I actually was like, okay, yeah, like they're right. And it's just like, dun, 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 dun. And I just found like some exercises. Like, I'm admitting to stealing content right now, by the way. And I was like, this is the very old version of my course in crazy singing. Never done it since. And I was like, let's add some exercises because the people want it, you know? And it was just like pressure, lack of confidence in being myself. I genuinely believe that you don't need those fucking exercises. So then I felt like shit, and that's when I learned like to never do that again. So even if they give me feedback now, and I truly appreciate it, I'm like just naturally always trying to improve anyway. But I'm not a believer of like doing uninspired work. And my younger self also would have gotten triggered at like just random exercises being in the folders for no fucking reasons. Like what? Should I just like do them? Why? This is like a point of pride about my academy. There's no things that you should do like for no fucking reason. Like, you know exactly why you're doing them. Like, I explained them. I figured it out first. That's why the whole program took me like 2 years. I guess it's been 2 years since my first course, which was the science of mixed voice, basically. I recommend it to everyone. I can sing any song with an M2 that sounds very chesty, even All By Myself by Celine Dion. No, this is actually true. Like for those who have been experimenting with M2, again, you don't have to be a paid student necessarily. Just the fact that I'm saying it, and for some reason you believe me, and I love you for that. You might have figured out like, you know, female songs, stuff like that. Kind of easy, right? So let me know your thoughts. So I love that. Thank you for that, David. You're the best. And I hope to see everyone in the community. With any course, you can access the community forever. And then with some courses, you unlock other parts of the community or something like that. So I hope to see you there, for the love of God.